Hi everyone, welcome to our show. I'm John Monsul, the creator, the producer, and the host of Communicating Today, one of the longest running shows on Channel 10 since way back in 1989. We're excited tonight. This is a very special occasion for us. 4 years ago in 2007, when we reached our 500th program, we decided we would take 3-minute clips of 6 of our most popular musical shows and produce a musical review type program. It was very successful. You folks loved it. Therefore, for our 600th show tonight, we're going to do the same type of program, and we're going to call it Communicating Today's 600th Musical Review Program. So let's get started. For our first clip, ladies and gentlemen, it was done back in 2008 by the Bull Run Cloggers, a terrific dance team from Manassas, Virginia. They danced a musical tribute to our armed forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and they were terrific, and we're going to run it for you right now. So Beth, take it away.
We have a very special guest, but before I introduce you to him, I want you guys to see this clip.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. John Monsul, the host, the producer, and the creator of this program called Communicating Today. We've been on Channel 10 for a long, long time, well over 18 years, well past 500 shows. Tonight we have a terrific program for you. We know because I have a terrific group of performers, entertainers behind me and on the side over here called the Bull Run Cloggers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they were the Bull Run Cloggers. Weren't they terrific? As a matter of fact, we're going to have them back on our show again very shortly in the next couple of months or so, because we think they're just an outstanding dance group, and they work hard and they practice hard, and you can see the results, that's for sure. Now for our second clip, ladies and gentlemen, we have a terrific program that we have lined up for you. We have a gentleman by the name of William Bill Cosby. That name might sound a little bit familiar, but this particular gentleman is considered to be one of the greatest accordion players in the United States today. He was brought to our attention by Mr. Dale Wise, who is the owner and the founder of a terrific accordion school for kids called Accordion Plus, just south of Fredericksburg, Virginia. And he brought Bill Cosby to us, and we know you're going to really enjoy his playing. Watch the expressions on his face as he puts his heart and soul into his accordion playing. So, Beth, without further ado, let's run the video. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't that terrific? William Bill Cosby, America's greatest accordion player, performing for you tonight on Communicating Today. This is our 2011 musical review program. We are showing you 6 clips of some of the, we think, most outstanding musical programs that we've had on our show over the past few years. And we have another one coming up right now. This is our 3rd clip. This particular one, ladies and gentlemen, I know you'll enjoy. This is of a beautiful lady by the name of Gentiana Fierra, Dutch by birth, United States citizen by choice. My wife Dee and I met Gentiana on the French Riviera in Cannes during the Cannes Film Festival back in 2007. We became good friends when she found out that we do a television program here in Fairfax, Virginia. She said, "Gee whiz, John, couldn't I be on your program perhaps someday as a guest?" And we said, "Well, maybe so, Gentiana." So sure enough, in 2008, she made her first appearance on our program, and she was a raw recruit, a raw rookie. She really wasn't quite sure what she was doing, but she came back and visited us again a couple more times in 2008, 2009. Each time she came back on our show, she kept getting better and better and better, and she finally decided to start producing her own program. She came up with a show down in Naples, Florida, where she's from, and she called it Carpe Diem, which translated means seize the moment or seize the day. And that's what her program is all about, is bringing culture of Europe to the USA, and in exchange bringing USA culture back to Europe. We have a clip here, a 3-minute clip of a terrific show she did recently in Trieste, Italy. So let's run the clip and see what the Gentiana is all about. Take it away. I have a very special guest that I'm extremely happy and proud to have on our program tonight. This beautiful lady sitting alongside of me here, her name is Gentiana Fierra. And I'm so happy to have Gentiana on our program again because this is her 4th time on our show. exchanges of
Yes.
cultures and so
Yes.
forth. Isn't that your main idea?
Bringing Europe to the USA and the USA to Europe.
To Europe, an exchange of cultures and so forth. So I think what we should do, it's a 10-minute excerpt. I know you folks will enjoy it, and Jantina, thank you so much for bringing it to us. So Beth in the control room, if you'd be so kind as to run the 10-minute video of Trieste, Italy, take it away.
Welcome, as Jantina takes you once again on another journey to Trieste, Italy. A most beautiful city and historic seaport located on the extreme northeastern edge of Italy. Jantina Vieira, host of Carpe Diem TV, shares with you her favorite experiences from her travels abroad.
Today I am in Italy, in Trieste, and next to me is Mr. Veit Heineken, a very famous writer.
Near the famous Piazza Unità d'Italia, in one of the most prestigious areas of all Trieste, lies the oldest coffee house in the city, Caffè Tommaseo. Situated in an area once known as the Shopkeeper's Square, the cafe was originally restored by Thomas Marcato from Padua, assuming at the time the name of Thomas Coffee.
It's a pleasure, Jantina, to bring you to Trieste and to show you also these places. This is the eldest coffee house of Trieste. It's from 1830.
Right. And also this kind of cafes were very important in the past, but also in this period for having social contacts, make contact with other people,
Of
with
course.
colleagues, writers, painters, and have a good time here.
It's always been a meeting point, a coffee house, no? Like commerciants who had to deal something, or other persons, grazie, who change secrets which shouldn't be heard by others. Or also, of course, Jantina, for flirting.
Flirting.
Yes.
And just down the street is another famous and historic cafe of Trieste, the Caffè San Marco. Since its opening in 1914, the Caffè San Marco has had a dramatic history. At one point, secretly housing a factory for the production of fake passports for anti-Austrian patriots fleeing Italy. And for this, it was destroyed by an Austrian squad in 1915. The San Marco Cafe, rebuilt in the 1920s, has been a constant meeting place for many intellectuals and authors, like Italo Svevo and James Joyce.
Wow, that was beautiful. She's a beautiful lady, and the reason we had her on this program, as I mentioned before, this is our Communicating Today musical review for 2011, and Jantina's films and her videos are very well known for the beautiful musical background that she provides on all of her videos, so that's why we wanted to have this as part of our musical review. Our next one is going to be a very, very interesting one, folks. It's going to be a big switch and a big change from what you just saw on the Jantina program. This is all about bluegrass music. Now, we don't know how familiar you folks are with bluegrass. It's a wonderful style of music. Combination of Western, country, hillbilly, many different forms of music. I first saw these folks at a wonderful DC Bluegrass Musical Festival at Langley High School in McLean, Virginia a few months ago, and I saw some of the most wonderful bluegrass music you could possibly imagine. One of the groups that I saw there is a group that is going to be featured in our program tonight on this next clip, and they're called the Chester River Runoff from the state of Maryland. And to watch them, be very careful and notice the kind of style of music that they play. We know you'll love it. We know you'll enjoy it like I did. So Beth, let's run the video.
Country just hanging by a strand. Tonight when I smile, I'm feeling all alone. Tonight when I'm all alone, the band will take me home, take me home, take me home.
How'd you like that, folks? Weren't they terrific? As a matter of fact, one of the most famous bluegrass bands in the country today, you may have seen his band on TV lately. Steve Martin, the great movie actor and the comedian, has a terrific bluegrass band that I just saw on television a couple of nights ago on the Dave Letterman show. So if you get a chance to watch this kind of music, folks, and listen to it like I did, I know you'll love it like I did. Now, for our next clip, a little bit of change of pace, if you will. I'm sure you folks have heard of barbershop quartet singing. Well, we have a group of ladies are on, and there's a version, a female version of barbershop quartet singing. It's called the Sweet Adelines. That's the female version. And we have a group on now that we're going to show you in the next 3-minute clip. And they're called the Sound Advice. They were terrific, and we hope you like them too. So, Beth, let's run the video.
Hey, hey, what do you say? It's my lucky day. I heard Robin this morning. I'm feeling happy today. Gonna pack my cares in a whistle and blow them all away. What if I've been unlucky? Really haven't a thing. There's a time I always feel happy as a king. Bobbing along, along. There'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh, and be happy. What if I've been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. The rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along. One more time, when the red, red robin comes bobbing along, along. There'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along, nothing ever goes wrong. No more sobbing when he starts throbbing his song all day long.
Hey, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, wasn't that a terrific... Wow, weren't they beautiful? Look at those beautiful outfits they had on, those blue satin outfits, matching, and blonde hair, all four of them. They're all mothers, you know. When I asked them, how did you get the name Sound Advice? And they said, well, you know, our kids keep coming to us and asking us for all kinds of help, information, and so forth, and we have to give them advice. So we thought, well, what a better name for our group than Sound Advice. So that's how they got their name. But you might find that interesting. Now, we can't let the ladies get ahead of us, folks. So we thought if the ladies can do their quartet singing, let's have a male quartet singing coming on, a genuine barbershop quartet group. And this particular group that's coming on is another example of barbershop singing. They're called the Cliché. They're part of a much larger famous group called the Alexandria Harmonizers. Note their patriotic red, white, and blue ties. So without further ado, Beth, let's run the Cliché.
Oh, the greatest songs of all are the ones that I recall. They wrote them in the good old days. Remember, Sweet Adeline and Harry conspired to mention a name or two. Little Annie Rooney by the old mill stream. Heart of my heart and think of my heart and doodly-doodly-doo. That's the way my dad and mother used to sing it. Sailing away on Harmony Bay, your old wedding ring with blooms. Babyface and honeysuckle rose. Yes, the greatest songs of all are the ones that I recall. They rode 'em in the good old days. They rode 'em in the good old days. Those ever-loving good old days. Oh, tap rhythm. Put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight. Some of these days, if I had my way, the old soft shoe. Hum along or whistle if you know the chorus.
What'll I do? It had to be you and Mexicali Rose.
T for to the Yankee Doodle Boy. Yes, the greatest songs of all are the ones that I recall. They wrote 'em in the good old days. Toe, tap, rhythm. Put your arms around me, honey, hold me tight. Sway right with them. Hum along or whistle if you know the chorus. Can't forget them. T for to the Yankee Doodle Boy. Yes, the greatest songs of all are the ones that I recall. They wrote 'em in the good old, ever-loving good old. Yes, they wrote 'em in those ever-loving good old days. Those good old days. Good old days, yeah.
Hey, how about... Well, wasn't that terrific, ladies and gentlemen? The cliche part of the Alexandria Harmonizers. Well, that's it, folks. We are doing a Communicating Today show number 600, and we're specializing with a musical review for the year 2011, showing you 6 3-minute clips of some of our best musical shows. There were dozens of other programs that we could have shown you and we could have used here, but we couldn't do because we have a very limited period in our half-hour show. Perhaps we'll save some of them and show them to you again if we're fortunate enough to be able to celebrate our 700th program a few years from now. But I'd like to just give credit now at this particular point to some people who gave us recognition, some very famous people, and the first I'd like to show would be from our governor of the state of Virginia, Governor Bob McDonnell, who sent us a wonderful certificate of recognition, and he says on here very simply, by virtue of the authority vested in the Constitution in the Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, there is hereby officially recognized the 600th broadcast of Communicating Today. Thank you very much, Governor McDonnell. Not to be sold out by that, we have another letter that came in very recently, a few days ago, as a matter of fact, from Senator Mark Warner, and he has sent us this wonderful letter of congratulations. He says, I am pleased to extend my warmest congratulations to you upon the 600th production of your local television show entitled Communicating Today. Sincerely, Senator Mark R. Warner. We have another letter right here that we just got very recently from Congressman Frank Wolf. A letter again of congratulations. Citizens of Fairfax County in Northern Virginia have without a doubt benefited from the commitment you and your colleagues have made over the last 22 years to provide high-quality TV programming. So these are some of the wonderful letters that we've gotten. We also got a terrific certificate, crystal reward trophy right over here on our desk. Here's a picture that my wife and I, Dee, had to go to Philadelphia recently to Drexel University, which is my alma mater. And there's a picture of the award that was given to us. The gentleman on the left here is the new president of Drexel University, John Fry. He presented us with this wonderful crystal certificate. Over here on my left-hand side, we have this wonderful certificate that was presented to us by Channel 10, the channel that we work for here, part of Cox Communications. They were nice enough to give us this wonderful certificate celebrating our 600th program. Over on the other side of my desk over here, we have a picture of the United States Marine Corps Band. The whole band wasn't on our program because there's 80 of them, but the leader was, and they sent us this wonderful picture to John Monsul on Channel 10. By all means, thank you so much for being on our program. We got to wrap it up, folks. Thank you so much for watching our show. We always go out by saying we have our favorite slogan, keep on communicating for success. And we just want to let you know that we come on 3 times every week every Wednesday evening in prime time, every Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. for you early birds, and every Sunday afternoon for those of you watching the Redskins games. We hope not. Watching our show, Communicating Today at 3:30 in the afternoon. Come back and see us again next week when we will show you program number 601. Bye-bye. We'll see you next week.